What's up, everyone? It is Jason, and welcome back to my channel. I'm here in my warehouse putting together my new equipment for the DJ furniture booth that I use at a lot of events lately. And I wanted to provide a quick little personal update about what's going on with Jason Jani. And you may have noticed, if you've been on this channel for a little while or been someone that has been connected to me on social media, that I look a little bit different, and I wanted to share with you some information and insight to my fitness journey and what's going on with my body and how I've just literally lost over 30 pounds in the past, I don't know, month and a half or so. So I want to give you a little background to it. I want to give you a little insight to it. And really it starts back when I was younger. When I was younger and I was a kid growing up, I was kind of chubby as a child. And as I went through puberty and stuff, I leaned out and went to high school. I had a little bit of extra tire around the stomach and stuff like that. Anyway, I started getting really into fitness and health and wellness and strength training when I started wrestling, and it was a really important part of my life. As a matter of fact, when I was originally supposed to go to college, I was not only supposed to go and be a wrestler when I was younger, but I was planning on studying nutrition and maybe going into physical therapy or something in that nature. Anyway, things happened, my life changed, and over the years I've gone through this like up and down of being super fit, being super lean, being kind of jacked up, and also being overweight. And over the years, and as I've gotten older, it's been more challenging as days go on to sometimes lose weight and to stay up with, the fitness game, stay on point with what you're eating, how you look, and all that stuff. Now, appearance in the entertainment industry, I think, is super important. And if you're not dialed into that or sensitive to that, you need to be, because no one wants to work with a DJ that looks like super old and is super heavy or doesn't connect it to style. And people don't want to work with people that look like their parents or their aunts or their uncle. And I know that might be painful for some people that are watching this to hear, but it's an important part of this process. And I think you have to understand that, because being in shape and being, dialed into your visual appearance can extend your longevity as a performer and someone that is desired and in demand in this industry. Whether you like it or not, it's true. And I hate to be direct like that, but it's very true. Anyway, fast forward, when 10 years ago, I went through this big journey where I lost 65 total pounds. I leaned out and I held it off for a long time. I think the initial push of growing SCE, I spent a lot of time in the office. I spent a lot of time at events, and I really adopted these super unhealthy habits into my life. A lot of drinking, a lot of eating late nights and early mornings. And essentially, I became super overweight. Long story short, I went through this big journey where I went sugar-free, carb-free for a year and a half, lost 65 pounds, looked insane, trained, ran, worked out all the time. And a couple of years later, I ended up crushing a disc in my back, herniating 2 others, and the ability for me to work out quickly just disappeared. And over time, I slowly started to gain weight as I got older. Over the next 3, 4, 5, 6 years, I went through some big life adjustments, went through a separation and then a divorce, went through some stuff with my children. My business was all over the place, did some really, really good things that I loved and I thrived in, but at the sacrifice of growing the business, once again, I sacrificed my health, my wellness, all this kind of stuff. Fast forward, life seems to be going well. I find Lauren, our life is sick, everything is good. But since Lauren and I have been together, ended up gaining a little over 20 pounds. And what had happened through that part of my plus 40-year-old journey of life is I noticed that I had high blood pressure. It runs in my family. Doctors put me on medicine, which actually fueled me for needing another medicine to keep my blood pressure in check. Soon thereafter, I had been prescribed a diet that leaned more on plant-based, stuff, and that is very carb heavy. Carbs naturally cause someone like myself the ability to gain and retain weight, and soon found that I was on cholesterol medicine. Lauren and I got married earlier this year. I got the pictures back and I realized holy shit, my life has spun out of control again. What happened to good old Jason Jani? I need to take some action and change my life again. So I've been going up and down with all these different diet plans and doing a ton of research. And then I stumbled on a couple of videos here on this platform, YouTube, which really got me on the path that I'm on now. Now, the videos didn't change changed my mind. But I actually had a number of conversations with people I respect and admire, one of which was Marcello Pedalino, a really good personal friend of mine, the MC at my wedding, and he had shared with me his kind of like thoughts on like my fitness journey, knowing like all the things that have gone on with me in my life and what I've been through, and offered his very candid and very direct, I guess, observation and opinion, recommending the same course of treatment. Now, if that wasn't everything to kind of convince me to take action, I was here in my office working on some stuff late night, probably about, probably about a month and a half or 2 months ago, and I was on the phone with another good friend of mine from DMS, and he had shared with me some things that he had gone through with blood pressure medicine and all different stuff. And if you're on blood pressure medicine, you're getting older, you have health issues, like it sometimes can make you feel like poop. And I just wasn't feeling good. I wasn't feeling fresh. I was always kind of tired, always lethargic, all of this like stuff. And I think it has to do combination of medicine, combination of what I was eating, and combination of me not being able to be as active as I wanted to be. There's a purpose to all this, and I want to set you up. Well, on that conversation, the person I was talking to shared with me what they were doing and what they found to be very successful for their path, their fitness journey. And that night, instantaneously, I figured out that I needed to put this kind of into play. Not only because I've already done my homework and research on this topic, but now I've heard from people that do not talk to one another about how it has aided them in just keeping their health kind of focus and fitness focus in check. And this is not like a snake oil sales thing. This is just reality of the world that we live in, right? Like, as people that live in the United States, you're basically instructed to eat 3 or 5 or 6 meals a day, which causes like chemical and reactions in your body that are not conducive into losing weight, especially when you are overweight. And after, long story short, going through this process, doing homework, doing a ton of research, reading books, watching countless numbers of videos, hours and hours of videos from legitimate doctors who have dealt with weight loss and health issues for people that are greater than 40 years old, I landed on adapting this process, and that's where I am today. So Jason Jani is not taking anything like Ozempic or any type of like fat burner pills or any of that nonsense, because that stuff is short-lived, in my opinion, and I don't even know anything about this medicine. Someone had asked me if I was doing that the other day, and I was legit offended on it. So I've been asked a number of times, for people that keep up with my stories on Instagram and even some of the videos here on YouTube, like, what are you doing? Like, you look great, thank you. And I am so grateful for that. So thank you for paying attention, and thank you for noticing that. But what I've done is I've adapted a fasting regimen where I go with time restrictive eating. So I only eat a certain period of time every day, which essentially not only controls the number of total calories that you consume every day and every week and every month, but it allows your body to heal and adjust, and it reduces the amount of insulin spikes, which is what happens when you consume food every single day. The less spikes that you have, or the more controlled and insulin spikes that you have, and you're able to keep your insulin down, the more your body has the ability of using the existing content on your body, like fat cells, for energy. And for someone like me that was borderline obese, and I probably still have another 15 or 20 pounds that I'd like to lose to get to my ideal weight, but it's a life changer, because you have to learn how to, I guess, adjust when you eat, what you eat, and allow your body the process of healing. Now, I'm not gonna go in a whole tutorial of what fasting can do for you and what it's all about, but I am gonna put some helpful links in this description of this video to other free videos that are here on YouTube, so you can do the homework for yourself. And I can tell you that someone that is a foodie, like, I'm like a self-proclaimed like food addict. Like, I love good food, I love good drinks. Like, Lauren and I love to go out and eat. This is a way that you can adapt your lifestyle so that you can not only put your health and wellness in check, but you can clean up your life in a lot of different ways. And you use food as a source of energy primarily and enjoyment, but it's not something that you consume all the time. When you go into fasted states, there's different changes that happen in your body, and there's really like 4 or 5 different states of, I guess, work that your body goes through, which is how it uses energy, what it's doing. And I've done fasts over the past, in total, as of right now, as I'm talking to you this video, I am now out in midway through my 25th fast. So I've done this 25 different times, and my fast, I'm approximately 18 hours into my fast. If you're thinking about doing this, you need this app, by the way. It's called Zero. I'll put that in the description too. But I'm 18 hours into my first fast. I'm into a fat burning stage of my fast, and I plan on going 36 total hours in this fast. Now, 36 hours might sound super aggressive to some people that are watching this, but it's not how you start. You start with 13-hour fast. You start with 14-hour fast. You start with 16-hour fast, where you maybe eat a little bit less or eat a little bit earlier in the evening, and you eat maybe an hour later in the morning, and that starts the fasting journey. You have to kind of train your body, and over the past 25 fasts, my fasts have varied from 13 hours all the way to yesterday when I completed my 77-hour fast, which is like insane, and I was hungry and it was slightly miserable, but at the end of the day, that marked over 33 pounds that I've lost since I started this journey. Not only did I lose weight and I feel amazing, and that's not like a snake oil salesman thing, like legit, I wake up refreshed, I sleep incredibly good. But Lauren has noticed over the past week, I am no longer snoring. So if you're someone that snores, like that's fucking annoying. And like that will help you resolve that problem. All the weight and stuff on your neck, and your breathing gets better. You sleep better, you sleep deeper. But I've now lost a considerable amount of weight. I'm wearing clothes that I haven't worn in a long time. I've just gotten a bunch of custom jackets made. I have to get refitted so that they fit me better. I'm wearing clothes that I haven't worn in a while. But I think the most important part of this is I'm no longer on either one of the 2 blood pressure medicines or the cholesterol medicine that I'm on. I haven't gotten a cholesterol check just yet, but I know it's got to be much lower than where it was before. My blood pressure, which was sitting essentially between 150 and 160 over roughly 100, which is dangerously high, is now 120 over 75, 120 over 70 every day, and it's all because I've lost unneeded weight. I've removed some unneeded baggage from my frame, and I think it's setting me up to just be in a better place as a human, but also as a DJ, as a performer, as a business owner, as someone that mentors people. Like, if you can't take care of yourself, how could you take care of someone's event? Or how could you take care of other people's problems or issues or things that they have going on? I think you understand what I'm saying. So to give you the insight to it, it's fasting, and it's intermittent time or restrictive time eating. It's intermittent fasting, whatever you want to call it. And it's something that I've adopted into my life. And if you are someone that is struggling with weight loss or fitness or just health, this is something that you might need to look into that can help you correct some bad habits in your life, but also get you on a path for longevity, not just at your events, but in your life. And I hope that you respect me for sharing this video with you guys here, because all the content on this channel is all about DJ everything. But this is kind of DJ related, because if you're not a healthy DJ, you're not going to be DJing for that long. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, I hope this helps you. If you have questions about fasting, if you have questions about time restrictive eating or anything at all, please throw it into the comments underneath this video, and realize that I'm not a doctor. Like, I'm just giving you my real life, real honest and real direct opinion and thoughts based on my real experience as a working dude that has struggled with like yo-yo weight loss for an extended period of time. This is a way of adapting a lifestyle that allows you to enjoy everything that you might need in your life, or that you think you need in your life, but in a way that like allows your body to heal, process, and use stuff on it like fat that you don't need to carry with you every day. Anyway, I hope you find value in this video, and should you find value in this video, be sure to smash the thumbs up button. If you have questions about fasting, again, I'm not a doctor, but you can throw it in the description underneath this video. Also, check out some of the amazing videos from some of the incredibly cool content creators here on this platform that have inspired me to help get to where I am today. And I also want to share this. Over the past month or so, I've shared just what I'm doing with a couple people that I know on a personal level, people that are connected to my kids, or people that are connected to me in this outside of SCE world. And 2 of the people that I have shared what I was doing with have started adapting this way of life into their world. One of the people were probably about 45 or so pounds overweight, and just in the past month or so, that person specifically is down over 25 pounds and feels amazing, calls me literally every day, so excited about the progress that they are having doing this for themselves. And they just thank me for sharing what I was going through with them, and it's helped them in ways. And I feel like that's just super cool for me to feel. And someone else that I am very connected to, and who you all might also know, is someone that's into like fitness and does everything, but was finding like that they were hitting plateaus, has adapted this lifestyle into their space, and it's allowed them to just easily move past maybe like a fitness or health plateau that they were kind of stuck at, whether it's diet, age, or whatever. It's allowed them to kind of get through that point and continue on the journey that they're on for like fitness, wellness, and all the things. Anyway, 2 stories right there outside of myself, but fasting is the key and the major plug. And if you have questions, leave it in the comments underneath this video. Thank you so much for sticking with me to the very end. It's a long-winded video, but I hope it helps you. It's something that I think can literally change your life and will change your life if you put it into play. Anyway, have questions or whatever, leave it in the comments underneath this video, and be sure to check out some of the videos in this description if this connected to you. Thanks for watching.